few minutes early. Today, I am going to show you how to do my meditation. This is my meditation that I've been doing, I'm going to say 2 years now. And it incorporates some new elements to meditation. I heard concerns from friends, concerns from society. When you meditate, you do work on connecting your energy with external energy. And some people are concerned about some of the external energy that is out there, and that's rightly so. You should be concerned about that energy. So what I created was a way to make a safe space for yourself to block out any energies that you don't want and only bring in the energy that you do want. And it's really simple. I use incense, but you don't have to. You can use your hand. You can use a candle. You can use a wand if you feel connected to a piece that's long and sturdy. So I'm gonna light my incense. I have frankincense incense. Frankincense incense is connected to the crown chakra, and since we're doing higher knowledge today and you're learning my new meditation, or new for you, not new for me. Give me one moment. I'm going to light my candle. All right. I chose a pink candle for love. First thing we're going to do is hi, Moon Pie. She loves this stuff. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we are going to welcome in the energies we do want in our space, such as our spirit guides. So if you work with Jesus, if you work with Hecate, if you work with Selene, if you work with any of the gods, goddesses in any pantheon, any religion, it doesn't matter, right? We're going to ask for those spirit guides to come in our circle today. You're going to take the incense and roll it around. You're going to go clockwise because you're opening that portal up and saying only them in this space. Next, you want to call your ancestors, people that have passed that you've loved. And if nobody that you've loved yet has passed, then you can ask your ancestors that you've never met. Great grandmothers and great grandfathers, they can come into your space as long as they want to help you, right? So we're going to do another big circle. Bring in those ancestors. And last but not least, I do believe that we can connect with our past selves and with our future selves. So we want those energies to come in today too, because we want to heal from our past and we want to learn what could be in our future. Meditation can bring in a lot of different thoughts and feelings and emotions, and you need to allow those things to happen. If you don't, then you'll struggle to heal. All right. Now that we have brought in our ancestors, so I like to work with elements, as I associated each of the chakras with an element that surrounds us. Earth, water, air, fire, spirit. So when you work with incense, you are working with essentially earth, air, and fire. So always have water on hand because water is important. Hydrate. All right, next, when we meditate, we work with our spirit. I also like to do a little bit of stretching because we will be sitting for a little bit of time. I set today's meditation for an hour because this is an instructional video. Next Saturday's meditation, I'll be going straight into it without explanation. I will refer you to this video for assistance if you need to understand why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. All right, so let's do some stretching. Let's stretch our neck. I like to just turn to the side, and I like to say yes, if you can. If you cannot, don't do it. All right, let's do the other side. Let's go back for a moment. Bring up that chin. And then go forward. Pull that chin down. Stretching also will relax some of the muscles that might be strained or stiff from laying in a certain position all night long. Next, I'm going to stretch my arms out, and I'm just going to bend them. Just going to work that elbow, right? All right. All right, like this. If you can't do any of these, that's fine. You don't have to. But if you feel moved, you need to stretch, let's do it. Let's move some shoulders. Let's do some shoulders. We're just creating circles with our shoulders. We're going to stretch all of that out. When sitting for meditation, when you get really good at meditation and you're going to sit for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, you need to stretch, because otherwise when you come out of that meditation, you're going to feel very stiff. And it's going to feel like, well, what did I meditate for? So let's move the wrists around. There you go. Both ways, right? We went one way, let's go the other way. All right, and then let's wiggle our fingers. Wiggle the fingers. All right. Next, again, if you can, turn to the side. This kind of stretches the muscles around your spine. Only turn if you can, and turn as far as you can. Don't force yourself to turn further than you feel pain. Stop. All right. Now let's turn to the other side. If you hear a crick or crack like I did, that means, oh, you need to do this more. All right. Going back. Next, let's stretch out our knees, right? We're going to do this. Stretch, put the leg out. There you go. I don't like to meditate in lotus position because, first of all, I can't get into lotus position. At least not yet. There are goals. All right, hips. Stretching the hips is important, but it's not everybody can do it. So I want you to just try and wiggle in your chair. Just kind of wiggle. We're going to wiggle. Just wiggle those hips. Move them around. Get it moving. Wiggle the hips. Move it, move it, move it. Okay. All right. Okay. Next, what I also like to do is I haven't met anybody else who likes to do this, or for me, it really helps waken my skin cells up and prepares me to accept the energy that I'm going to start feeling in my body, and the heat, and it kind of, it's easier for me to recognize that it is there, and I pull it. And what I do is I lightly scratch my body. If you can, bring up your leg and just lightly with your nails, not digging in. We're just waking up those little cells, right? Let's do the other foot. You should feel a tingling because where you scratched, where you moved, right? Again, you don't have to do this if you do not feel it, and that is perfectly fine. I do it. It just helps me get into meditation faster, and it helps me recognize the energy around me easier. All right, I'm going to do the hair, do the head, just scratch out that hair. Scratch your head, and now lightly go down your face. There you go. in your ears. You should feel nice and tingly now. Next, we're going to sit in Gasha meditation for 5 minutes. Gasha meditation is basically just prayer pose, right? You're just going to sit like this. But what I want you to do is I want you to imagine the energy coming from the universe and the energy coming through your feet from Mother Earth. And it's going into both of these areas, coming through your body and into your hands. And I'm actually going to do that. Okay? So let's get started. 5 minutes. You can do it. It's not that long. But if it does become difficult, stop. No worries. You know what? If you could only do a minute, that's fine. Maybe for the next 4 minutes, go get yourself some tea, coffee, whatever. But if you can do it for 5 minutes, you will find the benefits. And you're going to pull all of that energy into your hands, because we're going to use our hands as a conduit to heal our bodies. And this is just the first part. Ready? All right. All right. Mother Earth, universe, come, help heal us today. Go down and then ask Earth, come heal us today. Pull that energy from the earth. Feel it pulling into your feet, into your hands. Next, raise just one hand up to the universe, one down to earth, and ask those to come and help you heal. And then let's bring it into Gasha. You can close your eyes if you feel pulled to. You can look at the candle during this time. Just sit with your thoughts. Whatever thought comes through is fine. Think about it. Sit with it. That's why it's there. Take a deep breath in. Now blow that thought out. Deep breath in. Blow it out. One more. And out. Slowly sink. Let's breathe in. And let's release our hands from that position and put them on our lap for a moment. Sometimes sitting for a few minutes after meditation to really absorb the lessons you learned during that meditation can really help you. It helps with your third eye and your crown chakra, opening that part. So maybe you take a step before you speak, or maybe you take a step before you even think, right? You start with a thought and you're like, that's kind of a messed up thought. Maybe I'll rethink that. All right. If you want, you can stretch a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of my water because, again, hydration is very important, especially if you're doing meditations that have a lot of breathing to them, or chanting or mantras or anything like that. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our now charged hands and heal our body. Now, we can do this in several different ways, and I want you to feel comfortable when you do it because I don't want you to push yourself. When you push your body too far, then you're actually you're ruining it. You're hurting yourself. And so, but when you push yourself to the point before that is what you want, because every time you do it, you're going to go a little further and a little further. Just like when I was in cheerleading and I wanted to do a split, the only way to do it is to keep doing it every day for a few minutes, not a lot. And before you know it, you'll do the split. So next, we're going to do chakra meditation. Now, I'm setting it for 15 minutes, but really it's going to be about 20 minutes. And the reason I say that is because the root chakra, because of how much you have to do with the root chakra, is going to take us a little longer than the rest of parts of our bodies. Doesn't mean that we're working root chakra more than the other parts. It just means that there's more parts to it, right? So what I'll do is I will delay the root chakra a bit just so we can do those parts. And then I'll pick it up and we'll do the other parts in a normal manner. I believe it's like 3 minutes for each section. If you struggle to do any of the positions, I will show you several positions you can do to get the same effect. It's not as effective if you did touch the part, of course, right? But it's still effective and still helps. Every little bit helps. So for the root chakra, we're going to think of the color red. We're bringing the color red into our minds. Whatever, if you need to put a color red in front of you, like I'm looking at a red Coke can over there. If you need that, then I would look at that red color, right? Now you can put your hands like this and you will be working these next sections. But if you can do these next section, I think it would be more beneficial. So we're going to bring up one foot. Doesn't matter which. Whatever foot you feel called to do. We're going to steeple our hands like this, just like Gashao, but we're going to cone it around the toes. And you should feel some kind of warmth and just, it's your hands and love your body. Pull that Earth Star chakra energy into there. We're going to, again, think of the color red. And we're going to close our eyes. About 30 seconds. Next, we're going to move up to the ankle. Put one hand, I usually do right, on the ankle, and then the other hand on the bottom. You can put it on your heel if you have struggle with your heel, or you can put it on any part of your foot you feel called. We're going to sit here 30 seconds. Next, we're moving to the calf. Just put your hands on your calf. 30 seconds. All right. Next, we're going to do the knee. Put your foot down. Just cup your knee. I love this part. 30 seconds. You should be feeling the heat from your toes all the way up now. We're going to the thigh. I like to put one hand under and one hand on top. You don't have to. You could put both hands on top if you want to. 30 seconds. All right. Switch feet. Again, you can stay like this or grab the other foot. We're going to steeple the hands, put it over the toes. 30 seconds. Okay. Next, we're going to do the ankle. One hand on the ankle, one hand on the bottom of the foot, wherever you feel called to put it. Don't forget about that red. Bringing that color red in there. Okay. We're moving up to the calf. Next, the knee. We're moving up to the thigh. Keeping that color red. Now, of course, you can hold your hands in the... Wait a minute. Doop, doop, doop. You can hold your hands on those body parts for as long as you need to until you feel comfort in that area. I'm doing 30 seconds because I'm demonstrating, right? Next, we're going to do the root chakra again, but we're going to put our hands on the sides of our hips, feeling that energy go to the bottom part of our body. That's the external sexual organs. And your lower, where your tailbone is, we're talking about all of those functions there, and your hips, right? So pull that red energy into those hips. We're moving up to the sacral chakra, which is orange. It's below the belly button. Put your dominant hand below the belly button and then the other hand on top. We're going to use again the color orange. And what we're healing here is your lower intestines. We're healing your internal sexual organs. We're healing if you have your appendix still. We're healing your bladder, your kidneys, all with that color orange. It is associated with the element water. So we want to think about it flowing around in there, just kind of moving like water. Things move. It flows. Let's switch our position. Move your hands to the back, your lower back. I have sciatic issues, so this position really helps me. Again, color orange. We're moving up to the solar plexus, which is above the belly button, your diaphragm. We're talking about your stomach. We're talking about your gallbladder, your liver, dominant hand, other hand on top. It's the color yellow. We want fire in this energy, in this area. Think about this like a furnace. This is your furnace, your body's furnace. It's got to burn all of that stuff that you ingested so that it can move through your body and help heal you with the nutrients from that food. So let's breathe in. Put some yellow there. Let's move around to the mid of your back. This helps like the upper portion of my kidneys usually, and any organs as well as any lumbar support problems that I might have because I sit for a living for my job. So we're pulling the color yellow again. Just feel the heat from your hands at this point. Let it soothe that area. We're moving into the heart chakra now. It's green. Put your dominant hand on your chest, of course, the heart and the lungs. This position will have a few different movements. So let's just start though with this right here. Let's do this for 30 seconds. Give yourself that air and the love that you deserve. Let's put one hand down and put the other hand on your shoulder and feel the energy from the hand on your shoulder go race down and relax that arm, and it moves through so quick. healing your arm. Let's switch arms. All right. Next, if you can, give yourself a hug because you love yourself. But also we're working the upper back. If this position is too difficult, you can also do this. All right. That was fast, sorry. We're moving on to the throat chakra. So we're doing blue. Cup your hands and then put it around your neck. This has a couple positions as well. So we're going to start with throat, blue. This is your spirit, your authentic self. You speak from where you've been, your life experiences. I have thyroid issues, so this helps my thyroid, my larynx. Next, we're going to do the ears. If you have any hearing issues, just cup your ears. Think about blue. Now, next, you don't have to actually touch your face if you don't want to, but I am, but you don't have to. You can hold your hands away from your face and just feel the heat go into your face and heal your sinuses, any toothaches you might have. Blue, blue, blue. Next, we're moving to third eye, which is the color violet. You're going to put your dominant hand on your forehead and the other hand behind it. If this is too difficult, certainly you can just do this. Keep your palms open and imagine violet going into this area. But if you can, it's very beneficial. This helps with my tension headaches. It also helps with sleep regulation because it works your pineal gland. A healthy brain function is a healthy heart, healthy mind, healthy body. Let's switch. With this, I also like to work the amygdala, which is your fight or flight. Put your dominant hand on the base of your head and your other hand behind. Again, violet. Think about getting in control of your fight or flight. Instead of reacting, stop and think about what will happen with your reaction. All right. Next is the crown chakra. I'm also going to include the soul star chakra with this meditation. Take your dominant hand, put it on top of your head, and then put your other hand on top. We're doing the color purple or white, whichever you feel so called to do. It's about higher knowledge, being open to new ideas, filling your brain with more information. There's room. There's room. I don't believe in old dogs can't learn new tricks. We can. I'm an old dog. Bring in that higher knowledge. All right. Next, we're going to work the soul star chakra. Raise your hands up and take a deep breath in through your nose. As we exhale, we're going to scan our body all the way down. Now we're going to breathe in and we're going to lift our hands up closer to the body. Slightly hover the head. Hold. And then as we exhale, we're getting a little closer to our body. What we're doing is we're protecting our aura. So nobody can enter our energy unless we allow it. Breathe in. This time, trace your body up to the top of your head again, where your crown sits. And then as you exhale, actually rub your body going down. We're pulling our aura into our bodies, okay? Now we're going to breathe in and only come halfway. And what we're doing is breathing out and saying only people that love us can see us. Only people that need us will see us. And we're going to love everybody today. It's going to be a great day. Any interaction we have today will be positive and will move us forward into a beautiful, beautiful future. Our future self wants that. Surrounding ourselves in that purple and white light heals all of our body. All right. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to thank the universe. And we're going to give energy back to the universe that we're not going to need today, but we are going to ask the universe for the energy that we do need. Now, let's give back to Mother Earth. Give back the energy we don't need. We take the energy we do. And we thank her. We equal these energies out, putting one hand up, one hand down, feeling that polarization. And then let's bring our hands together. And then let's thank, I'm going to say Stephanie. So you thank you for coming today and healing yourself. It was important. It's important to come and heal yourself. So give thanks to yourself. All right. The last portion of this is we need to close the portal that we created around ourselves. So if you still have your incense lit, grab it. And then we're going to go counterclockwise. And we're going to say to our spirit guides, thank you for coming and helping us heal today. Spirit guides are your higher power, your higher energies, who you worship. Next, we're going to say, thank you, ancestors, for coming and helping us heal today. Ones that have loved, that have passed on, that want to help us. You might get a sign today from one of them. Be on the lookout. And last but not least, we're going to thank our future and our past self for coming and helping us heal today. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I really hope that you enjoyed my meditation today. I've been doing this, again, meditation for the last couple of years. And when I learned how to do Reiki, and I was already studying chakra work, I decided to try and put the two together to see what would happen, right? And when I did, I realized that I didn't need to take that ibuprofen. My body felt fine after dancing. I'm a pretty crazy dancer. I don't know if anybody on this and watch this video. When I dance, I let it all go, and I shake whatever body makes me feel comfortable and alive. But so next week, when I do this meditation, I'm not going to do much instruction. I'm just going to do my normal thing. I won't be explaining. If you do want to understand what's happening, I'll refer you back to this video. Again, I really hope that you found it beneficial today, and I hope you take it and you use it. Use it for yourself. Do it every day. Again, it's less than 30 minutes. 5 minutes in Gashao and 15 minutes for the body. 20 because of the root chakra. There's a lot there. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm leaving 15 minutes early, but that's okay. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you. You should thank yourself for coming and helping yourself heal.